चले भैया। Good, how are you? Hello.
So that happens at the gas station.
Okay.
Which we're about to
Later,
get
okay.
to. Yeah.
Morning.
He was Air Force. He did the Oklahoma.
No.
Sorry.
Hey, no worries.
He's gonna try and get pain.
The second.
400 years before they started making changes in the wording of the word.
Yeah.
But I would stick with that for sure.
You know, I'm kind of a agnostic slash deist. You know, and I hope to be God has a sense of good things.
Hey guys.
Afternoon, dear.
Afternoon. Hey.
I don't know, maybe we can hold our weight, and I just don't feel like it. Yeah, I just, if it's clear, yeah, there's no way. Yeah.
Boy. Hey Bobby, how you doing? It's a good question. It could be anything. It's gonna basically, what's a surprise for you is gonna be a surprise for me. Hopefully something good. Hasn't been anything yet. Caught two out here last night, like right at dusk. A coal empty and a merchandise. How warm? Pretty nice. I don't know the exact temperature right now. Maybe probably in the 60s, 50s or 60s. That sun's hot. And there's not a cloud for miles. Over here, there's the mountains. Hey, train fan. Yeah, so we got a nice view of the mountains. And then right behind this whole area there are mountains, but from where I am here, you can't really see them. Gonna be a stellar weekend, nice. I'm guessing there's no more snow up there. Caught anything yet? No, not yet. Hopefully there'll be something soon. Or hopefully there'll be something at all. It's been quite boring. Nothing's come through yet. I see those concrete ties. Looks like a pretty active line. Yeah, like I said last night, at dusk I caught two last night going north. Caught a coal empty going north and a merchandise going north. By the way, Aidens, I don't think, have you ever joined any of these streams? I don't think you have. Nope, sunny and turning green. Oh, cool. Well, that'll be nice. I caught KCS 4006 on Monday. Oh, cool. That airplane, I don't know if you guys can, oh, there it is. People, it won't focus, but people have been parachuting out of that plane all day. So they'll go and land over by the Air Force Base and then take off and people will parachute out. No, I haven't. I just saw this on my homepage and figured I'd tune in. Oh, awesome. I'll hopefully catch a train or two for you. Try to make this stream a little worth it. It's kind of cool yesterday too, when we were going out to just, driving around, and we're near the Air Force Base, so you see a lot of like Blackhawks flying around, Chinooks, that kind of stuff. Of course, haven't gotten a picture of a Chinook yet. Hey. Hey, how you doing? Welcome. Okay, so now that action is picking up with all of you guys, now hopefully that means train traffic will pick up. That'd be kind of nice. And this is the first time doing one of these in Colorado, so I gotta make it worth it. That's what I'm thinking. More people equals more trains is what I'm hoping is true. Yes, I agree. Walking. So, I thought this would be a good time to just set up, do a live stream, hopefully catch a few trains, because before last night, gone way too many days without catching anything. And of course that stuff was at dusk, so those pictures are grainy. So with it being sunny, got nothing really else to do, why not? Now the good thing is where I'm set up right here, I got a pretty good view up to that bridge up there to get a heads up. And then for anything coming from the north, I got a good view because of that curve up there. There's no kind of ATCS or nothing for this line, at least that I'm aware of. Unless if somebody knows if there's ATCS out here. Any of you other ones. And I don't know any rail fans in Colorado to be like, hey, I can give you a heads up on anything. Most of the rail fan people I know, of course, is Minnesota for when it comes to get heads up, so you can't miss a thing out there, up there. I think I know one or two in Wisconsin. I don't know any in Iowa. And I know there's one or two that do like the western Minnesota and the Dakotas, but that's all I really know. And that's why I've been live this long without catching any trains, because it's just how timing lined up, and I'm like, oh, hope to catch something, I guess. Of course, this wind is not going to help for hearing anything either. That's why I keep looking. Just keep turning the head left, right, and then look really quick to see if
You missed the eclipse.
I know we got that down in Texas.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, yeah,
Great.
Cool.
yeah. Actually, oh, I got the pictures on here.
Wasn't that cloudy for you?
No, it wasn't cloudy at all.
Awesome.
Pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, it was beautiful to see. I don't know if you can
Oh,
hear that.
yeah.
That's
Oh, wow.
that's
That
great.
is so cool.
Yeah,
How did it feel when it got dark?
it was weird.
That's what I heard.
That felt really, really weird.
Huh.
Because it got dark,
A little cooler.
quiet, all the lights came on. Yeah, you could feel the temperature drop with it too.
What
Yeah.
town were you at?
What was it?
What town were you in?
Ah, crap, I don't remember now.
Just some little town or something?
No,
probably,
it
or-
was by the Dallas area.
Oh, okay.
Dang it, I can't remember what the name of the town was now. Sorry about
Nice.
that.
No, that's
problem.
okay, huh?
Awesome. What are you taking pictures of today?
Trains, and then I'm doing a live
Oh.
stream on YouTube of it, hoping to maybe catch a train, but
I don't know their schedules.
Yeah, I sure don't know it either.
We
no,
walk-
and usually the railroad, they don't have like a schedule.
Because we walk this a lot. In the morning, there'll be coal cars with coal in them train that goes down to unload down here. Then they go back up to Wyoming to load back up. So
Oh, okay.
that's usually at least twice
But
a
are they
day.
doing coal anymore since they're not
Oh,
stopping
yeah.
in the
Yeah, I
springs?
know there's
Well,
cold.
they're not stopping in the springs.
They're going down to Pueblo?
They're going down Pueblo and Wellsburg.
I do know there's cold trains because last night I caught a coal empty and then a merchandise train.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
just
they go up there and load back up with coal up in Wyoming and Montana.
okay.
Well,
All
I
right.
hope you
Well,
get some good pictures.
Yeah, I hope I get something.
All right, have a good day.
Yeah, you too. Aiden says, by the way, if you're ever in the Pacific Northwest, then I recommend swinging by Klamath Falls, Oregon. You see about 4 to 5 trains a day from BNSF and UP. Sounds almost like the track where I live by. That track has at least 2 UP trains, 2 BNSF trains at the very least a day. And then you got CP that runs a few times a week, or CPKC that runs a few times a week. Excuse me. Those two were funny. You missed the eclipse. Hi. It's gonna bug me. I can't remember the name of that town. Usually it's a single railroad that gets the majority of the trains by Klamath Falls. Like on some days it's 4 to 3 UPs and around 1 BNSF, and sometimes it's the opposite. Do you know who owns the line? Is it a BNSF or UP line? Because the line where I'm at, that's a BNSF line, and Union Pacific and CPKC, they got trackage rights on it. Hi. Oh, UP owns it, okay. Yeah, UP can have more on our line too, even though it's BNSF line. Because occasionally, most of the time it's just merchandise, and then every once in a while they'll run, or when it's Coke season, they'll run Coke trains. And then when, every once in a while they'll run a grain train too. And then BNSF, they'll run all sorts of good stuff. Every once in a while, you get a bunch of coal trains. We had a while where they were running coal trains multiple times a week. And then, of course, they run a lot of grain. They stopped running the taconite trains, which sucks. And then, of course, they got their basically daily merchandise. What else? They run their officer specials every once in a while, and then you get random work trains, trains when they pull them out of storage. Like before leaving to come down here, they pulled a steel coil train out of storage, and they also pulled a bear table out of storage. Have you ever caught an NS Heritage unit? Yes. In Fort Madison, Iowa, I did.
Oh, I hope so. Yeah. We'll see. At least Boston College had the later games.
We caught that NS Heritage unit twice, actually. It was on the one trip down to Florida, stopped at Fort Madison on the way down to Florida, and it was on, I don't know if it was a Z or a stack or whatever. It was on some train. It wasn't leading. And then on our way back up from Florida on the same trip, stopped in Fort Madison again, and there again was the same exact Heritage unit. So caught it twice, and I think I don't know, it was like a week and a half later. So went to Fort Madison, caught it, went down to Florida, did our stuff in Florida, came back up from Florida, stopped in Fort Madison again, week and a half later, and there's the same exact Heritage unit on some stack or Z or whatever. But that's the only one. Never caught any other NS Heritage units. And no, never caught a CSX one. That's gonna be your next question. Your clamp for the UP, it's mostly lumber, merchandise, and containers. On BNSF, it's oil, grain, and merchandise. Okay. It's funny, that wind hits you. It's got a little bit of a chill to it. And then when the wind goes away, it's like, oh, it feels really nice.
Yeah, I think Dr. got one.
Yeah, that's about it. I remember before I started my channel, a little after the whole pandemic thing in 2020, the line by Clemth was so packed that there was a line of about 7 or 8 trains at all the same time. Wow, all containers. Were they moving or were they parked? Because I remember for a time they were parking trains all over the place, like even in Minnesota. They were parking trains everywhere because of all those container ships that were all stuck and couldn't go anywhere. All of them were moving, except for one, I believe. Wowza. You guys remember that, though? When a bunch of trains were being parked because of all the container ships that were all stuck and weren't able to pull in to be unloaded because of the crew shortages and all that kind of stuff. So they would all sit off the coast of California and east. UP and Oregon, that didn't happen as much, but there were still stopped trains at all times from 2021, 2019. There was at least 2 stop trains in most of the yards I went to. Oh, we got a train, we got a train, we got a train, we got a train. Here we go. I just turn around and look. I'm like, oh, train. It's like a coal train. Oh, that third unit was beautiful. Favorite locomotive. I love those. And that BNSF paint, that looks beautiful. Hopefully it's one I don't got on my list. Okay, now what'd you say? I just thought I saw something about how... I knew it. More people equals more trains. Oh, hey, BNSF 1458. Hey, I know a guy who lives there. Oh, cool. The lead unit looks really weird. I saw one of those one time, but I couldn't record it because I forgot to charge my camera battery. Ouch. Nice, an H2 Mac, yes. Yeah, I love those. What's so weird about that locomotive? I don't know, those that leader on that, we see a lot of those up by us. We see a lot of those. Yeah, they're not too abnormal. I'm assuming you're referring to the way the BNSF looks on the front of it. I'm guessing that's what you're referring to. Because, yeah, up by where we are, that's actually quite common. Yeah, and to see them leading, that's pretty rare. You don't see them leading very often. To the H3 text on the side and the H2 paint all throughout. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's not... You know, down here, maybe that might be. I don't know. I don't know what it's like down here for a lot of that kind of traffic, but for us, up by us, no, that's not terribly too uncommon. You get there are some weird, oddball paints. That train all around had good power on it, though.
Train as it goes by?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm from up in Minnesota, so
okay.
I thought, you know, being down here, and I got a YouTube channel because I'm doing a live stream right now.
Oh, cool.
So I thought if I'm down here, I might as well try to catch a few trains.
Yeah.
And
There's a couple spots where you're actually below it.
oh, there is.
Yeah, down further. You can actually be, like, not much further, but you get down below it and the train is up above you going like that. It's really cool.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool,
Yeah.
too.
You will probably have to step over the fence to do it, but it's cool. I've taken a couple pictures myself just at the train.
Oh, okay.
It really
and
is.
then there's the tracks on the side from where the accident was.
Yeah, then there's an old, there's some old cars that they pushed off from like the early 1900s where the train derailed down there years and years ago.
And the car's still down there?
Just the skeletons
Oh,
of the bodies
oh,
of the
got
cars. The cars themselves aren't down there, but the old frames are.
Oh, cool.
The lower frames.
Cool.
Like there's one gigantic buckle. So yeah, there's some cool stuff.
Oh, well, might have to swing over there and check it out.
Yeah, yeah.
Sweet.
Take that.
Thanks. See, that's what's really cool, is people like that, when you're not from an area and they know stuff like that. Even though he said to get down to that one spot, you'd have to step over that fence. It's like a barbed fence. I ain't stepping over that. You see it or not? Yeah, right there. That would not be fun to try to step over. Not in the mood to get all cut up. Alright, so since we caught one train, do we call this stream a success or do we need more to call it a success? Hey. Plug you for a little bit. Hi. So I go from up north in Minnesota to my equipment having problems because it gets so cold, to now my iPad has a message saying that I can't turn it on until it has a chance to cool down first. Can't win. My iPad gets mad at me when I'm outside in the cold for 2 or 3 hours, and now it gets mad at me when I'm out in the sun for almost an hour and a half. I've never seen that before. Getting a message like that. That's what happens when you live in a cold place. I know. Lithium batteries and cold do not mix. And apparently iPad and heat does not mix either. So now I got in the shade of my backpack hanging here, see if I can get it to cool off a little bit. Oh, they got some construction work going on up there. So, do you guys think we can call this a successful live stream for only catching one train, or do you need more than one train to call it a successful stream? That I'm curious to hear. It's been 84 minutes. You decide. I'm going to keep going. I'll keep going. I still got plenty of time. But personally, I would like to catch more, because with the 2 trains I caught last night, I'll be making a separate video for those 2. So whatever I catch today is going to have to be its own video, because that's how I like to work it. I don't like combining a bunch of videos for multiple days usually, unless it's like my Hinckley sub videos. So it would be nice if I could catch at least 1 or 2, just catch a few more trains, because then I can make the video a little bit longer and have a few more trains instead of just 1 coal train. So it'd be nice if I could catch some more. Then I can keep this stream going and hang out with you guys a little bit more.
This is a great place.
And we got 7 of you watching, so Hey, came back. All right, good. Let's keep my iPad in the shade, I guess, and yeah, of course. Just as I said earlier, more people equals more trains. That's right. So, we need more people. If you know anybody, let other people know that we're doing this. Try to get more people, more likes, more trains. Try to get the train crews to get the hint, to send more stuff our way. So yeah, if you guys know anybody, share it. like it, do whatever. Stupid big. There's an airplane pulling a glider that just flew overhead. I don't know. I can't see it. You're not gonna. Can you see it? Yeah, probably not. Yeah, it's high enough up that the camera ain't gonna pick up on that. Kind of cool though. Hey. Oh, there you are. Oh, it's a private jet. It's amazing with these clear skies how much you can see all these planes just everywhere. There's 2, there's 3, 4. Yeah, there's 4 of them right there. Seen more planes than trains. Minus hearing the highway, this is actually a pretty nice place. Pretty peaceful spot. I love peaceful spots, especially desolate railroad crossings. Agreed. Yeah, because when you're waiting, you just got nothing to, you just think, relax. You don't hear all the hustle and bustle you always hear from the day or whatever. Oh, yeah. And then you get to enjoy it even more because you know that you're waiting for a train to come or whatever. So it just makes it even better because once the train comes, yes, it'll, in a way, disturb that peace. But if you enjoy the train so much, that just adds to the peace. And what's really cool, too, about this spot is it's all that's around here. I don't want to step in the weeds, but it's like a dirt trail, and there's been just dozens of people that have walked by, that have biked by. So it seems like it's a pretty active trail, especially for bikers. I think I've seen more bikers than walkers and runners. There's been quite a few people that ran by too, actually. So for this being a dirt trail, this is a pretty active dirt trail. Or very active. And then it's from just a little way from walking to this spot, and then the way the guy described it further down the trail, it seems like it's a pretty hilly trail too, which for the bikers, they probably love that. Your dirt bikers take their mountain bikes out here, and I've seen quite a few of them just flying through here. Which I'm surprised they don't wipe out going south. That hill. Yeah, it's crazy. When there's no wind, it starts to feel really, really hot, and you start to get hot, and then that wind hits you, cools you down. It's like, okay, now it starts to get a little cooler. It only lasts for a little bit, then the wind just stops again, and you heat right back up, and then you want the wind. We're never satisfied. Looks like I might have some more bikers coming. I thought I saw the glimmer of a helmet through the woods. Wind in hot weather is the only type of wind I like. Well, yeah, natural air conditioning when it's hot out. Hello. What? You mean you don't want like heavy blizzard-like winds in the middle of a snowstorm, or just big, cloudy, windy days? You don't like that? I'm gonna be honest with you though, I'm not a fan of the wind at all, period. Like, yes, it's nice when it's really hot out because it's refreshing, but when you're like I am right now, you got a tripod set up, you're trying to get trains. Wind and tripods, especially when the wind is gusting crazy or whatever, they don't mix. They're not meant to be. It can be windy when I'm not trying to get trains. Because then it's blowing you around, it's blowing your equipment all over the place, and yes, you can get these protectors on your camera to block out the wind, but I don't know, I just don't like it. When there's no trains going by right now, though, it's nice. It's refreshing. Whoa, what kind of bird is that? Oh, you're the little guy, kind of like the Garden of the Gods. Looks like the bird side Garden of the Gods. There's two of them. Go. Man, those things fly fast. That's so cool. It's like this black and white bird. It's a pretty little thing. I know wind and tripods are not meant for each other. I broke a tripod because of wind one time. Thankfully, I got another one, which I actually really like. Pans like butter. Oh, sweet. All right, see, that's one of those instances where you get the good out of a bad situation. Do you always have two tripods on hand? In case you have one break, then you have another one you can use until you either get a new one, like even if it's a cheaper tripod? Because I know I've heard other rail fans say that you should, even if you don't use two tripods all the time for your videos, to always try to have a second one on hand in case, like in your situation where one broke and you need to have one because you can't like get to the store, get one on Amazon or whatever quick enough, then you have one you can turn to. Even if it's a cheap pile of trash tripod, at least you have something. No, I don't. I always think of doing that, but I haven't gotten around to doing that. Yeah, I don't know, maybe it might be something worth doing. In case a situation like that arises and you don't, if it breaks, then at least you have something you can use and you're not desperately trying to find a store that may or may not have it, or ordering one on Amazon and then waiting a few days, a week for it to come, depending on what you do for shipping. I don't know. I've just heard other railfan people say that might be a good idea to do. Which in reality, it doesn't sound like that bad of an idea. I actually had that happen on a trip once, didn't I? Yeah. One time I went down to Florida. I had a tripod or something had broken or whatever and had to find a nearby Best Buy to stop at to pick one up down in Florida. Hello. Hey, thanks. That guy agrees. This is a good spot to be set up at. Yeah, I know. I'm not too concerned right now because I've learned from my mistakes of breaking tripods. I mean, my current one is about 3 pounds, so it takes wind like a champ. Yeah, mine's about that too, I think. I think it might be about 3 pounds. 3 to 5. Because I know it's my backpack feels pretty heavy with it on it. Well, and the other thing you can do too to weigh it down is the tripod that I have came with my backpack, so it was like a bundle deal. You get the tripod and the backpack. And what I'll do is when I have my tripod set up, I got all my gear in the backpack, and there's a hook on the bottom of the tripod, so I'll just hang the pack from there, and that adds a whole bunch of weight to the tripod. So the tripod ain't going nowhere. And that's one way that can help you too. Or another good trick is when I'm set up at crossings, there'll be some old, like, if there's like railroad spikes there or railroad ties that are by the crossing there, I'll grab one of those or grab a few of them and I'll put them around the legs of my tripods to hold it down too. I've done that on windy days and that works really well. If you can just find old chunks of ties, you know, that have been broken off, basically, take those and put them at the feet of your tripods. Either that or big rocks too, if you can use those. But how often do you see really big rocks by a crossing? That's why spikes or the, I don't know what they call them, they're like horseshoe like clamp type deal, so they kind of clamp around. Those guys, if you see some of those, you can use those because they'll wrap around the bottom of your tripod and yeah, it's not going nowhere. I know that's how I got my current tripod, breaking something way away from home. I was down near Sacramento and my tripod broke and we had to find something fast, and luckily we found my current tripod. Nice. I remember my friend was willing to duct tape rocks to the bottom of his tripod because hey, it's not a bad idea if you're carrying a roll of duct tape with you.
Recovery.
Yeah, I mean, the education center at North would have been like, I remember for me, it was like,
That same friend always, and I mean always, has a roll of duct tape on him. So maybe not a bad idea. Maybe he learned a thing or two from Red Green. Yeah, I know, I saw that. Since there's no more trains and I just keep waiting around and this has been going so long, I'll probably just cut it here. I guess one train's better than nothing, right? Being that this line seems so unpredictable. Alright, well, I guess I'll just end it here then. Ah, dang it. And I'm dropping cables everywhere. Alright, thanks guys for watching. Hopefully, maybe even after this stream, maybe I might catch something. But anyway, thanks guys.